of which we gathered here shall be achieved in Jesus' name. We shall do well and go back safely to our various destinations in Jesus' name. The aim of this internship program shall be performed, and we shall all do well, and in the end, success shall be ours in Jesus' name. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for all this work through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you very much, Ben. All right, so the next on our list, we have the introduction of special guests and our special interns. So I will be starting by introducing or welcoming our mother, AIG Abubakar. Very much welcome, Ma. We are happy to have you, as I said. So the next person we are going to be welcoming is our dear CEO, Dr. Kayode Femi. He's the CEO of Farmalert. Okay, so on our list too, we also have Dr. China. We also have Dr. Lami. Yes. All right, so with that, we also have a few other distinguished gentlemen and ladies here, and I would want to welcome everyone to the show and to the program. Yes, actually, the villa boss is here, and he's my very own special boss. So you're welcome, sir. So with that, we're going to be welcoming the interns. So when I call your name, you just stand and wave so we all know who is who. Thank you. So the first person we have here is Ojibo Precious Chidinma, and she's a student of University of Nigeria, Suka, 200 level. We have Mubarak Ali from University of Maiduguri, 500 level. We have Fasasi Abdul from University of Ilorin, 500 level. We have Benjamin Bayef, right? Okay, you're welcome. He's from the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, 500 level. We have Damilola Oluwatobi, right? From the University of Ilorin, 500 level. We have Innocent Mary Shinagoram from Michael University of Agriculture, UK, 400 level. We have Uka Owa Shizaram from University of Abuja, 600 level. We have Hassana Usman from Usman Danfodio University, 600 level. We have Gabi Peace from Usman Danfodio University, 400 level. We have Oyelami Deborah from University of Abuja, 400 level. We have Elo Recap from Ahmadu Bello University. We have Olabisi Abdullahi, Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto. We have Lukman Abdullahi, University of Abuja, 500 level. Sahab Emanuela from University of Abuja. From Joseph Sawakan, Saka University. Very good. We have Ape Uyo from University of Abuja, 200 level. And we have Aminu Muhammad from Ahmadu Bello University. So you're very much welcome, interns. So the next on our list, we have a welcome address and brief about Farmalert by Dr. Kayode Femi, and he's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to do that. Thank you and welcome, sir.
All right, so a wonderful morning. Yeah. All right, so all right, so I want to officially welcome us again to today.
So this is almost like a dream come true for us. We thought of this idea and we got the necessary support that we needed to get to make this a reality. I want to start by saying that some of us are just lucky, right? Not like we're super champions. We got the needed support when we need those support, and that's why we're all here. So they have a biological mother, but I also have a godmother. I walk calmly, but I walk confidently because I know somebody's got our back, right? We are in very interesting time in the veterinary profession. That we have somebody like our mother here leading us. Let me make a simple confession. I'm not self-made. Some of us are product of other people's support. There will not be anything called Farmalert in Police Veterinary Hospital, if not for her. I repeat, some of us are also not self-made, not because we cannot talk, but because there are people whose voice that matters in this particular time is speaking for us, right? And I want you to see it like a humbling privilege to have her here. Let me tell you a little story, and then I'll tell you what Farmalert does, and that will be it. So when I grew some times ago, I grew slightly ambitious, and I wanted to do things in the veterinary community. So I had a list of who and who and who. On the list, the first was her, right? And I made up my mind I was going to give her everything it takes to be in a circle or to be around her. And I remember one day I bumped into her in one of the NVMA meetings. And I approached her and I was like, Ma, I want you to be in Kogi. For whatever reason, I don't know whatever she thought that day, but I made that attempt. That day was a big day because first I could talk to her one-on-one. You know, you've been hearing somebody is president in the villa, and the doctor in the villa, and you hear all the whole thing she's doing around. And you could be one-on-one with her. That was a humbling privilege for me that day. We didn't get her to come to Kogi, but we're getting much more afterwards. And Ma, I want to say openly, we're very proud of you. If for nothing, for making us who we are, right? And you see, it's the same privilege we're trying to pass to every one of you. I got my position with her jealously, so there's only one person, right? But there will be much more grandchildren, right? But I will have to tick your name. I know that, well, you're okay to be, right? But I think having her here and having her come to this meeting, and don't forget, she's the president of the council. I almost inducted somebody, and I was like, we should wait for, they said University of Jos, they finished everything they needed to do, but ASU is holding them. So you can be inducted here. As long as the president of the council says you are inducted, go and practice. The certificate will come. But again, I want to say thank you, ma'am, for coming, sparing your time. And we have a couple of people too online. Dr. Gani is online. Dr. Tunji Nasser is online. Dr. Gani, he used to be the Chancellor for Africa, World Veterinary Association, and now he's the chairman, continuing education for the Veterinary Council, also a member of the Veterinary Council Board. Dr. Tunji Nasser, the president of the Commonwealth, they will all be giving goodwill messages. Now, you know, we all say when we grow up, we want to be like some people. And it's my desire that every one of you, after these 30 days, will be something we all will be proud of. Farmalert has, in conjunction with the Nigerian police, invested in these 30 days And I can only wish every one of you the very best. I'd like to see all of you at the top. Make commitment to be all you can be, learn all you can learn, and then attempt all you can attempt. We will have excursions, we will have practicals, we bought some dogs for your practical. You have the best facility, we have ultrasound, you will have an opportunity with the lab, you can do tests, you can, in these 30 days, you can be all. You will have lectures in the morning, you will have practicals in the afternoon, you will have excursion once every week. And we've put in everything to ensure that by the time you're done, the only thing that will be stopping me from being the best will be the induction ceremony, which I said at our closing ceremony we can have one. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, sir. Just before we continue, right? He said he guys jealously and he's the first, I'm the first daughter. So she has accepted already. So the next on our list is the leadership and veterinary practice, the role of internship programs. So we are going to have our mother AIG talk to us, but before that, we are going to call on Dr. Karen to usher her in, because she's actually a very, usher her in to give this very wonderful, topic. So, Dr. Karen.
All right, so it's another privilege for me. The topic is leadership and the veterinary practice, the role of internship program. Before we came on board, hearing about veterinary practice, it's not as popular as it is today. Somebody popularized it. And then somebody had put in herself, her best into ensuring that the veterinary council is where it is. And ma'am, a privilege to bring you on board. So spend the next 30 minutes talking about this very topic and how we could be better people. Thank you. Please, can we, with a rousing ovation, be on our feet? Of the president of the Veterinary Council.
Thank you very much. It is indeed a great privilege to be amongst you this morning. Honestly, I would give up anything just to be here. This is a very laudable initiative. I want to say thank you, Femi, for this initiative. Just like you say, he's my son, I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of what he's doing. And that is why when he came up with this idea of partnering with the Nigerian police, honestly, I took it because I know that wherever he puts his hand in, please sit down. Please, thank you. But whatever he puts his hand in, it's something that's in the interest of the profession. And when we talked about it, I did not hesitate. I asked him to write, and then he wrote, and I processed it to the Inspector General of Police, and the IG gave us approval for that. So the clap is supposed to be for the Inspector General of Police, because without his approval, the insurance for this. And because of his leadership qualities also, that is why he thought that it is a good idea, because we believe in mentoring, we believe in building people. Leadership and internship, the role of internship. Well, I don't know. We might look at those, yes, of course, today we are in leadership position. You see why I always talk about failure, and I say quite sorry, my colleagues, let me acknowledge my colleagues in the council, members of board of council, my two big brothers, Dr. Gani and Amaro, who is former NVMA president, also a very passionate veterinarian, a veterinarian par excellence, who has also been doing a lot of work on mentoring young veterinarians, as well as giving opportunities for young vets to come to his facility. He is the MD and Chief Executive of, what is the name? I always forget how Garo Vets. Then another of my brothers also, Dr. Twinji Nassau, the president of the Commonwealth Veterinary Association. Come and put this thing on your phone. Thank you. That part of digitization also. So as I was saying, to the Twinji Nassau, the president of the Commonwealth Veterinary Association, is also who doubles also as in our own part, after being an elected member, just like Dr. Gani and Ahuro, the two of them are elected members of council. Dr. Gani and Ahuro is the chairman of Continuing Education Program, and I know that he has to be very, very interested in this program. And so also the Twinji Nassau is the chairman in council, chairman of the veterinary practice premises, which is also one of the strategic functions of council. They are welcome on board. So, internship. You see, internship is just like training while you are still in school, kind of. Some, maybe they have even graduated, you can still do internship. You just acquire skills, additional skills that will be able to open the doors for you in the profession, either as a student. For those of you that are here, honestly, I'm so proud of you. Can you give yourselves a round of applause? You did not take that, or you did not take the time off for the strike to want to sleep at home. You want to develop yourself. And the things that you will learn during this period are things that you'll be way ahead of your classmates, I'm sure. Is that not so? So internship is like getting additional skills in that your chosen area, either to develop your skills or it might be a requirement for you. Now, what Femi has done is like taking a step ahead of the council. The veterinary community has been asking the council to come up with internship programs as part of the veterinary curriculum, just like our medical counterparts and pharmacists. You have 1 year, you have internship programs. And honestly, the council is working on it. It is one of the things that council has approved, and we're going to have veterinary students doing 1 year internship program. As you graduate, or within the period, we will decide at what point you will do the internship. For this step that Femi has taken, I think honestly is incredible. It is an opportunity for you to learn, to be mentored. Because apart from me, Dr. Lami is a vet, Dr. China is a vet, Zara is a vet, Osman is a vet. The 4 of them, and also we have veterinary paraprofessionals. All these are police veterinary doctors. So mentoring is what you come and you get those, you learn from them and they direct you on the professional side. And you also have an opportunity to be with me because soon I'll finish from NIPS and I'll just be a stone throw in Garkia by next month. I'm back. Sure, I will be with you. I'll come here, I'll come to the clinic because I'm somebody that loves being in an academic environment. So this opportunity that you have to learn from all these your senior colleagues will be handy. Femi said you grow, that you want to see you up. My prayer all the time is that may you all be greater than us. You didn't say amen. Yeah. So please take this as a very unique opportunity that you have come here to the police veterinary clinic that is partnering with Farmalert for you to learn those skills. You have the clinic, you have the theater where you can do surgeries for those that are in the clinical years. For those that are in the preclinical years, I have a lot of things. We have the horses here, we still have dogs. Yes. So all those preclinical cases, courses, you also use it to learn other skills. Animal handling. Some people who even graduate from veterinary school, they cannot handle a horse. Here you are, you have more than 20, 30 horses at your disposal. Take time. Learn these officers from their wealth of experience, so that by the time you go back to school, when they're talking about equine medicine, they bring a horse, they'll be so amazed that you know how to handle the horse, and they'll be asking you where you learned it from. Okay? There are so many things that you are going to learn. Clinical aspects, laboratory medicine, and so on and so forth. So the internship program is for you to acquire additional skills ahead of your own classmates to prepare you for the next stage in school. I hope you are getting me. It is not time to just take pictures or I'm doing selfie and put it on your Facebook page or Instagram. It is time to build so that you justify this lab coat and all the pictures they are putting on Instagram. Don't come and do internship here and you go back here, they say you have been in police veterinary hospital in partnership with Farmalert, and then they go and ask you, you have not learned anything. The only thing is that you have filled your social media handles with pictures, amazing pictures in front every day you are putting it, and then you go there, you have not learned anything. Because when I come back, we'll be doing tests. How long are they here?
1 month.
Oh, 1 month. Maybe before I come back, say they have got. I will call them back for interactive session. I hope we are getting ourselves. So take advantage of it that this is time for internship is meant for skills acquisition. You acquire this side knowledge. They will be able to build because you have chosen to be veterinarians. Veterinary medicine is about skills. Nothing else. So all the grammar, the theories in school, all the theories. And apart from that, also want to see you to grow up to be excellent leaders. Excellent leaders. So if you say you want me to adopt you or you have adopted me as your mother, you don't have option. You can't say you pass through here and you do not learn about those leadership qualities that you need to pick up. Okay? So first is that you have mentorship, also part of this internship program. Because I know Femi should be able to open up doors whereby they also be able to meet some other senior vets that have made their names leaders in the veterinary profession. Let them have an opportunity once in a while. Invite them here, let them come and talk to them. So that you draw inspirations from what they're doing. Okay? Now, the government is trying to reduce the cost of governance. I don't want to hear I have graduated as a vet, I don't have anything to do. Femi is not a government worker, but he's doing very well. Yes, of course, you start thinking about how to get money to do this. No, sometimes it's not just about money, it's about the critical thinking and how to get things done. So I don't want to see anybody here that you say you have graduated. Somebody sent me text that I've graduated 2 years ago, I don't have anything to do, I'm staying at home. I thought you stay at home as a vet. So learn from this team. Femi is a young vet that has already created a path for himself, created a niche for himself. So let it be, it is a time to learn skills. It is a time to learn about leadership. It is a time to also learn about how to create that path for yourself. Look at, identify whosoever that you think you want him to be your mentor, you follow, you want to be with like him, definitely you have that opportunity here to meet those people, either virtually or physically. Femi will be able to create that opportunity for you to meet up with you. In fact, Femi, you should find a way to let them tell you who are their role models in veterinary medicine. So we give you opportunity to meet that your role model. Okay? It's one of the opportunities I want to ask Femi to give you. If your role model is Dr. Gani, Femi must make sure that he brings Gani physically for you here to interact with him. If it is Tunji, if it is Bala Mohammed, if it, whosoever that is your mentor, we should be able to bring him here or them here so that you have the opportunity of drawing that impression, asking them how did they make it to where they are in private practice. It's part of the internship, it's part of mentorship. It's not just going to be internship, but also mentoring program. Okay? So you have the opportunity to meet your mentors. You have the opportunity to meet your heroes in veterinary medicine. Those people that you think they are far away, you are seeing them every day, either from far in on social media or so. We will give you the opportunity to interact with them one-on-one so that they can motivate you. That is the idea. I'm not going to bore you too much talks, but I want to say that Femi, this is fantastic. This is great. Take full advantage of you being here and learn. All those things that you think that were difficult in school, now is the time amongst your friends. Those that came from Sokoto, idea from Maiduguri. I'm so amazed by the diverse nature. Actually, all the universities that we have are here. So what Maiduguri specializes in, what they learn here, you can share experience also. In Maiduguri, this is the way we do it. In ABU, this is the way we do it. In UI, so you share those experience, whatever you have not shared with your colleagues, and build a network amongst yourself for further learning. I hope we understand ourselves. So let this team be a team that we are going to make it unique. It's the first batch for us here. I know Femi has been doing a lot of internship in his facility in Lagos. But this is the first time we are having this one. You are the first team. And I want to see that difference. I want to see the impact among the veterinary schools. So when you go back to school, tell them about this program and also share with them those experiences you are able to get from here and the knowledge you are going to gain within the next 1 year. I wish you all the best. And as I say, I pray that may you all be greater than us. Thank you very much.
Isn't that nice?
In fact, we should have finished the internship by now.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ma, for making yourself available. And, we look forward to a lot of things happening. She has given me an instruction, and as an obedient type, right? I've jotted all those instructions down, and the one I cannot reach her to reach them, right? So, I really wish this thing is not. Thank you for giving us the blank check to ensure that everybody we need will be available. So a quick rundown so that we can also brief her on what we have laid out. It will be printed and everybody will have a copy of what we intend to do. But a quick rundown, morning period will be lectures. So we've divided the lectures into 3 categories. There's one for leadership and career. So we bring the likes of Gani, Dr. Gani that you have mentioned now. And then there will be the one for entrepreneurship. So for some of you who want to start on your own, you will have an opportunity to learn 1 hour every week for the next 4 weeks on entrepreneurship. We've also brought in a part of an ideal clinician. So every morning, Monday to Wednesday, you'll be having interaction with a leader in the veterinary profession or somebody who has exemplified what you want to learn. Then from the afternoon period, you will be going through clinic rounds. There will be practicals, and the police have the best of personnel for both horses and dogs, right? And we want to also ask her to also help us send somebody who will come and train for dogs too. Or we have them here. So horses, dogs, we will have practical sessions as such. Then on Thursdays, we will have an excursion to an iconic place in Abuja. We'll go to the Veterinary Council, we'll go to the villa. The villa boss is here. We'll go to the villa. And then there's also a zoo, a park, children's park that is also that we have access to. You will see hyenas, you see you see lions. We'll make it slightly very interesting for you. Then on Fridays will be clinic rounds and debates. So where we put this school against this school. Okay, how many ABU? So we have 2, 3 from ABU. So there will be clinic grounds on Friday where you make presentation on everything you've learned within the week, and then there will be mini debates across the board, just to create that stiff competition among us to improve ourselves. So you do that for the next 4 weeks, and that's going to be the rigor. I presume you will be fine. We have already the support of everybody on board to ensure that this happens. So right now, we just want to, if you will now, there are people online. Dr. Gani is online. If you can connect with the people online, we have Dr. Gani. Okay, question. So while you're setting that up, Dr. Gani, Dr. Tunji, Dr. Moses, and then Nasser, while you're setting that up, the president of the council. She doesn't want me to say this, but again, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, number 13 in the entire police force. I played number as 13 on it. I know that one. Oh,
She's less than 10 now.
Sure. It's just I'm not a troublemaker, but you know, each time I see the right. I like to make troubles, right? So you have an opportunity to meet with a leader par excellence. And I would just want to open up questions for 3 people. So if you have a questions for her, okay, I see one hand raised up. So I see one. So you introduce yourself and then you ask your question. Please.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Amir Muhammad, 600 Ahmad Bello University. Dr. Femi, please, can you permit me? My own is not a question, rather than observation to make. With regard to the clinical conference or presentations on Friday, every Friday. So my own is that, as far as if you know you are going to present, I think that person is expected to have a lot of time to make the presentations clear, have interact with like a senior colleague to send him the PDF, let him see before the presentation. Because this is what we have been doing in AVM. If you are going to present on Friday, I think you are going to meet your clinician since Tuesday. And the clinician will keep dragging you like up to that Friday. I'm sure you are going to have a lot of things to that extent. Even if you present, the clinician will disown you, considering like you fail to give yourself attention, you fail to give so many attention. So what I'm saying is that if you are going to present among us on Friday, please, Dr. Benny, we need time to go through the case. Yes, actually. Because I know what will happen, because what you are saying, from Monday to Thursday, we have so many engagements. So if that person is going to present, he might not have time for that. Thank you.
600 level. But one way in every YouTube, It didn't change. Even as you are presenting clinical conference, you are still doing lectures. You are still going to the clinics. You are still going for ambulatory. You still have time to prepare. If you are running your hospital, now let's say you graduate and you want to go into private practice, or even if it's government, working with government, you will not stop work because you are going to present. What you are presenting is what you have gone through in the clinic, right? It's cases that you have handled. Of course, we are not going to allow you to run cases alone. You have the clinicians with you to present your cases, right? Yeah? Okay, so you will be discussing. It will never stop. Eh? So please don't bring that as an excuse. Prepare, you are doing the lectures, you are doing everything, and you also present. Let's have questions from our discussion so that the other preparation for presentation will be between you and your coordinators, please. If you have any questions from the little discussion that we've had, let us.
So, any other question? Questions?
Very scared because I answered
you. You know, I've said it initially to you people privately, that here it's not a lecturer thing relationship. Be free. I said, if your dog dies because you're experimenting, we'll buy. So don't carry. Unfortunately, in the business world, it's failure that brings money once you learn the lesson. Don't be victimized by it. And if you have an opportunity for AIG to store your name, if I were you, I would look for questions and ask. No question. All right, so we will just take the people online. Dr. Gani, they'll just take three minutes to give goodwill message. And then, of course, we will come back and then wrap this up so that AIG can be free for the day. So, Dr. Gani.
Can I go ahead?
Yes. Go ahead. Why can't you hear?
Okay. The president of Veterinary. Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me?
We can hear you. But let's be sure it's not from us.
I'm hearing you very clearly from here. But I'm hearing. I'm hearing you from here.
So it's from us.
1 minute.
1 minute. All right, so while they are still trying to adjust, so it's to get the speaker out.
Let him talk, let's hear.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
The president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, AIG, Dr. Aisha Abubakar Baju, the CEO of Farmalert, Dr. Femi Kayode. I think I had something like a DSS before your name, and I wouldn't know if police has given you a new position now. Dr. Fujina Siri on board, the president of the Commonwealth Veterinary Association. I can see the chairman of MVMA for your state, Dr. Moses Arokoyo. I can see Dr. Zira, Dr. China, and all the colleagues over there, let me very proudly recognize the capacity of our Veterinary Council of Nigeria President, AIG Aisha. She had asked us to give the clap to the IG for giving approval to a partnership that works. I think it's more than that. To me, she has only helped us to demonstrate that when we have leaders with vision, because she made the recommendation to the IG that a partnership like this will work. She could as well have left that gap to exist the way it has been when Femi brought the idea to her. But she did not stop there. She allowed a superior, the IG, to be aware of the benefits that will be to the police force, to the veterinary community, and to the society at large. So it only shows to me and to us, we should know that the NIPS program that she's running is just an extra. She's very fit to have been there. And it shows that if she leaves that place, by the grace of God, higher capacities will not be difficult for her to handle. We need leadership like this, who will be able to recognize the benefits. Nigeria needs people like her. Having said that, let me congratulate all the 20 of this first set of interns. You are one of the luckiest I can see around, because this is the first time a structured program will be coming to veterinary students. It's the first time. Just like the president said, we have been planning to have this done. We are still planning. Approval has been given. The implementation stages will come up later on. But Femi is already running ahead for us and is going to give us we're going to learn certain things from what you guys will do and benefit to be able to improve when we eventually decide as a council to start running the program formally. So you are the first set. So you are a very lucky group of people. And you must keep yourselves together, not just by WhatsApp grouping. You must remember yourselves to being part of this experiment, and then be very proud of yourselves for being the pilot scheme, so to speak. This program is definitely going to be skill acquisition, because like I tell my mentees, the society will not pardon you for errors. Immediately you graduate and you continue to bear the title doctor. The society will not forgive you for errors. They will not want to know the lapses or the gaps that existed in your trainings. Whether you went out to look for practical opportunities for yourself, either as an ambulatory program organized by your schools, or you got it yourself, the society does not want to know. Once you say you are a doctor, either veterinary or human, the society expects a level of performance and presentation that they will pay for. So excuses will not be tolerated. And the same thing, where some of your colleagues who are in different other professions would do certain things that the press would ignore. If you do them as a veterinarian immediately after graduation, you will make the headline news on television and in the print media. So the only way to equip yourself is through sufficient internship, mentorship, that will give you the skills that you need, such that when you graduate from day one, your competencies will be practically assured. even if you make mistakes, you have some knowledge that you acquire now to be able to protect those mistakes and defend them professionally. So I congratulate you. I have seen the training manual and the curriculum that Farmalert has put together on this program is very robust. I'm going to take part in it. I'm going to support this program personally and with all the strength I have and the connections I have. Like the president said some of us have to physically be there. I can also promise you that before the end of this week, I'm very happy and I will visit you. I will support you with all I know. And the prayers we have, like the president said, is that you people should be better than us. We have only tried to lay a good foundation for those who know, but you guys have to be better than us. That is where the profession will have a better route. I've only tried to use part of the time that the president did not finish in 30 minutes to join my own. Thank you very much for listening to me. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Elder Statesman, Dr. Gani, a role model in the veterinary profession. We're very proud of what you're doing, who you are, and what you represent in the profession. And now to Dr. Tunji Nasser, the president of the Commonwealth Association of Veterinary Association, to help us give his own goodwill message. Over to you, Dr. Olatunji Nasser.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. I want to say a very good morning to the president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria. I was expecting her to be in a combat dress today because veterinary medicine is not a joking matter, honestly. Also, good morning to my MBMA chairman, Oyo State, Dr. Moses Arokoyo, the CEO, Farmalert, Dr. Femi Kayode, who hasn't stopped giving me surprises at all times. I don't know whether this guy sleeps, the way he churns out all the very serious innovations that he's bringing to the veterinary space. I want to say a very good welcome to everyone. I can see Dr. Sira. He has refused to take me to the villa. I've asked him several times that I want to visit the villa. At least that would be the opportunity to enter the villa. I've never been there. And then I can see Dr. China and a few other that I can recognize their faces. Don't worry. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. And a very, very good morning to all the interns. I don't know whether to call you interns or to call you externs, because I will rate my message in. You are undergoing externship while you're still in school, but internship after school. But you know, that externship thing it's not really very sweet in our mouth, you know. But what I think you're doing now is actually externship. And I want to really thank AIG and Femi for this perfect PPP, private or public-private partnership. Fantastic. This is so good. I've been at that facility about three or four times while it was still being put up. And I know that it's a facility that will stand the test of time. So I want to say very sincerely that all of you who have been selected carefully to partake in this program, you are very, very lucky. We were never exposed to this kind of thing, never, while we were going to school. 33, 34 years ago when I graduated, I didn't know anything except to go to the ministry at Agege in Lagos during our holidays to do our 6-week training in school. Now, I just say that I like disruptions. And for Farmalert, this is one of the things I call creative disruption. And I want you to take it like that. This is a creative disruption. A lot of us have been sleeping, who probably have been complacent in our attitude to the veterinary work that we do. But we never thought of things like this. And it's a phase of life that I want all of you to take cognizance of and take benefit of. It is not a question of whether you like it or not. It's a question of the time is now. The time is now for you to be able to soak in everything you can soak in when it comes to getting knowledge. During our time, we used to go to the library to read big, big books. But for you now, it's easy. On your phone, you have access to surgeries, you have access to journals, you have access to procedures, everything. Please take the opportunity. Up till now, let me tell you, there are cases, there are procedures that since I left school 30-something years ago, I had never performed them. And then the cases are now coming. What do? I go to YouTube. And I stay overnight to watch the procedures over and over again. And the next morning, I'm in the surgery doing the procedure. These are the opportunities that you have. Not to even now, cap it with someone who is now gathering you together. I was listening to him, the programs he has from Monday to Friday. And I was like, wow. Aren't you people blessed? Please say you are blessed. Say it out. Let me hear you. I am blessed. I am blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. Please take every opportunity that you can take now. It is important. I can assure you that this will not go unnoticed. Honestly, what Femi is doing now will not go unnoticed. I don't want to repeat anything that Dr. Enauru has said. I align myself totally with everything he said, so I don't want to repeat. But I want to tell you that as a member of the WVA Committee on Veterinary Education, and I know what we have been discussing in that committee, and I know what I am getting from here to even recommend to the whole world what we are doing in Nigeria. Because every part of the world has a capacity to do this selective kind of internship. I am going to recommend very sincerely to that committee at the WVA level. So I want to thank Femi or Dr. Kayode for this important program he has instituted. And I want to thank the AIG more, because if AIG has not gone to make sure this happens, nothing would have happened this morning. Thank you for your kind of leadership that you are giving us. It is rare, very, very rare. And it is disruptive also. And like I said, I like this creative disruption that is being brought into the veterinary space. Thank you. I don't want to say more. I want you guys to enjoy your morning and enjoy the program. And well, I don't know, but I know before the end of your 30 days, even me will come, to visit you. At least to talk to you, even if it's just for 5 minutes or whatever, even me will come to visit you. So thank you, the organizers of this program, for what you have done and for improving the lives of these, our very privileged students. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you so much, another elder statesman in the veterinary community, for your very kind words. I want to say that, repeat what I said initially when I was giving my opening speech, that some of us are just plain lucky. We are not self-made. Ideas are useless without support. And again, to also reiterate and thank the Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIGI Shato Bakar, who has given flesh to an idea. We cannot but thank you, Mark, for being a big part of all this. Now we have Dr. Moses. So Farmalert has a little support from Boringa, England. We are part of the Making More Health Accelerator. And some of the fundings we use for programs like this is being engineered by Boringa, England through Making More Health. Dr. Moses Arukoyo is the regional manager for Sub-Saharan Africa, and then he's here to give us his own message also from DI and also being part of this laudable initiative. Dr. Moses Arukoyo.
Thank you so much, Femi. Thanks, everyone. The president of the council, the AIG, thank you so much for all you do for the profession. Words would fail me to begin to try to elucidate how much of a support you have been to us as a community and also as younger ones. I say a very deep thank you to all you are doing that we know and the things you are doing even behind the scene. To the chairman of the continuing education, Dr. Naro, thank you so much for the mentorship that you're providing for us in the profession. I can only say God bless you. To Dr. Tunji Nasiru, the president of the CVA, you are somebody we admire so much. The AIG was saying that she prays that we become better than them. I am praying to become better than you. Thank you so much for what you are doing. And to Femi, thanks for being a source of inspiration and motivation to our generation. The world has not seen enough, as I've always told you yet. Your best is still yet to come. What do I have to say, just to be brief? In the School of Leadership, the law of reproduction says that leaders are 5% as a result of crisis, 5% are naturally born leaders, but 85% of them are as a result of influence. 400 million people is said to be estimated to be in Nigeria in 2050. And so we are going to have crisis on our hands one way or the other in terms of food security. And so if today Farmalert in collaboration with the police force is providing leadership by influence, I would say that we are doing something very, very solid in this place this morning. Leaders are 85% created by influence. If we want to influence food security, if we want to stop the looming crisis, if we want to grow cycle of influences to help position ourselves the way we should be, then we are in the right place this morning. We are trying to build leaders. We are bringing interns together. Ultimately, we are going to build leaders out of them. And if we build leaders out of the veterinary community, then we are on our way to providing food security. We are on our way not to be afraid of the estimated 400 million population that is estimated for Nigeria. And so I want to say congratulations to everyone who is here this morning. Secondly, because we are talking about leadership and internship, I am towing the way of John Maxwell. John Maxwell said that leadership is not how far we advance ourselves, it's how far we advance others. I want to salute the 20 veterinarians who are here today. You are part of this program. You are about to be advanced by people you don't know. I'm sure some of you have never met Femi before. Probably you heard the name, you've not met the AIG before, you've never met Dr. Nasiru before, you've not met Dr. Nahoro before. All these people are coming together, plus myself, to advance you, because this is what leadership is all about. I was called to speak to a group of veterinarians. And when I was called, the leader of the AVMS was telling me that many of them are discouraged. I said, put me in the same room with them. This is my job. This is what I'm wired for. You don't meet me and leave discouraged. I am an encourager. I am a motivator. And when you meet me, you'll be glad you did, because together with Femi and every single one person in this program, you're going to love veterinary medicine far more than when you enrolled. And you're going to believe more strongly in your future, much more than ever before. I tell you this most sincerely. You can ask Femi about me. Nobody meets me and leaves discouraged. It is my job to make sure I motivate you and do what is needful. You can pay, I will raise money for you. You feel like giving up, I will share the burden with you. You want to cry, I will cry with you together. But to give up, I won't give up on you. And this is part of what we are going to be doing in these 30 days with you. The nature of leadership is sacrifice. We give up to go up. Make no mistake, it will be a challenging time, 30 days. Make no mistake, a lot will be asked from you. Make no mistake, there will be times to make sacrifices. And also to Femi, I want to say, make no mistake, we have started. How far are we going to go? These are 30 days of huge sacrifices. But be rest assured, I am with you all the way. We want to build influence. We want to build leaders. We want to change the veterinary community. Our community, like you said, one vet at a time. You have my greatest support. To the 20 veterinarians who are here present, you don't just have my support. You have the people who support me. So if I have 100 people behind me, that means you have 101 persons behind you. I will not say more than that, but be rest assured. There are technologies some of us have not seen. There are equipments in vaccination. I remember I brought the team from Farmalert to come and see in the workshop. We have equipments that can vaccinate 30,000 birds in 20 minutes. Some of us have not seen that before. We have equipments that can vaccinate 120,000 birds in 1 hour. I will try my best to find a way to make sure that in these 30 days, you get to see some of these equipments. You can be more efficient. You can be more effective in what you do. This is my commitment, and I'll be seeing you very shortly. Thank you so much for this privilege. God bless you.
Isn't this nice? I'm happy. Thank you so much, Dr. Moses. And of course, you see the world is one. We're talking like we're all in the same room. Meetings like this, we keep happening every morning. I want to just lastly, Dr. Tumsia, are you on board? Farmalert sent her to Nairobi to represent us. She's our community engagement manager. She's talking from Nairobi. She's supposed to be here with us, engaging with you.
Hello.
All right, good. So just to tell them you will be with them shortly when you return. Welcome, Dr. Tumsia.
Hello, I can't hear you.
Okay, why? But I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Before I say anything, I would like to recognize the presence of the President of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, in person of AIG Aisha Tubaju, and I would say the other high priests in the veterinary profession, Dr. Olatunji Nasser, Dr. Gani Enaharo particularly answers to every call at any time. Regardless of when you call, he's always there to respond. I've not spent a year with Farmalert, but I've not reached out to Dr. Gani once, and he said no. Thank you very much. Dr. Moses Arokoya, I was almost in tears when I heard you talk, you know. To hear someone dedicatedly say, you know, and intentionally say you're going to support a generation you believe so much in. Anytime I meet veterinary students, I tell them I am jealous. In a good way though, no offense. Don't think I'm not old, I'm still the young vet, by the way. I just graduated some few months back or some few years back. If I had been exposed to half of what you all are getting now, then I'm sure, I would have been far gone, but it's then never too late. I am proud to be part of this trailblazing organization. A very big thank you to the Police Veterinary Hospital for partnering with Farmalert. And, I didn't mention I'm somewhere in Africa. I'm presently in Nairobi, attending the Making More Health convention on behalf of Farmalert. So I learned something new. They say hello, they say jambo. That's hello in Swahili. To my interns, I'm really excited for what the journey holds. I've been in the picture, the process from the beginning till where we are right now. And I can tell you all, it was an exciting exercise from when we put out the announcement to how enthusiastic you all responded. I just knew it was going to be an amazing, amazing exercise. Somebody said you'll have to find time to come see the interns. I live in Kaduna, but once I'm back in Abuja, I will come to see you. A colleague of mine said they would love to see the YouTube doctor. That's what people call me now. But then it's fine. My dad calls me a media practitioner, so I think it's still fine. As long as we get the job done. I'm really excited, and please use this opportunity to get as much as you can. Dr. Gani always says this, there is no excuse after you're called a doctor. Nobody wants to know you don't know how to do it. You can't kill people's animals in the name of, I wasn't taught in school. All they know is you have the doctor title in front of your name. Use this opportunity to get as much as you can with the right equipment and the technology. Leverage these resources and be better. You're going to go back to school a better person. And I would say this is the best time for such to happen with the lingering ASU strike. This is the best time to engage yourself in something this productive. To everyone else in the room, I'm not very familiar with the other doctors, the police doctors. Should I say I'm scared? I'm not really scared, but I'm just nervous around people with uniform. So my apologies. I'm saying hello from this end. Thank you so much for partnering with us. To the Inspector General of Police, thank you for trusting a partnership with Farmalert. We are very appreciative. And to my CEO, Dr. Femi Kayode, thank you for trusting us. Thank you for pushing us. Thank you for believing in us. And thank you so much for, giving back to this community of ours. So this is a beautiful time in this profession. And after all that I have said, to the interns, I wish you a productive exercise. Good luck. I would see you once I get back. I will be tired though, but I'll make up time to come and say hello, 20, 30 minutes before I head back to Kaduna. Thank you very much. Our mother, thank you for answering our call and thank you for supporting us. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
That's Dr. Cynthia. She's actually the one leading our community engagement. For some reason, I've become a business vet. So I look at the numbers. She together with Dr. Nancy, Jerry, and a few, Dr. Raphael now joining the team, are the one leading this. So just the face. Thank you all for everything. Now to the crux of the matter, we officially flag open the internship program, and then we'll take refreshments, and then we'll have a little housekeeping rules once we are all done. Then today is off so that the main business can start tomorrow. You all set? Yeah. So one more time, I want to bring up the President of the Veterinary Council, Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG, Aisha Wakarabaji, my mother, to come up.
Thank you very much. You guys are lucky. Even Dr. Lucia says she's jealous. I'm also jealous. In our days, we didn't have this opportunity. Honestly, guys, just grab this opportunity and make the best use of it, okay? I said, even if I come and you are finished, I'll find a way of dragging you to come back for reassessment. Otherwise, you know that I'll also be part of your health taking. So when I come and you don't justify it, then there's a problem. Those that came were from ABU, you know Professor Oku, period. He used to tell us, just like Gani said, that you have to justify the name. You have no excuse. You are a doctor, isn't it? And he used to tell us, you look at you when we come to class and you dress very nicely. If you're a gentleman and you put a tie, looking nice, you look at you, ask a very difficult question. And you say, yes, my gentleman, can you please justify your tie by answering my question? Or when you see you sitting between two ladies or sitting close to a very beautiful lady, say, gentleman, yes, can you please justify sitting by this lady by answering my question? So you have to justify being here. And now when I go to your school for off-taking, when they are listing those names of outstanding students, and you are going to be part of those outstanding students, and that you're not going to disappoint us. You are going to justify being here in the police veterinary hospital. They say powered by Farmalert. So, gentlemen and beautiful ladies, after all said and all the promises, you can see you have everybody at your beck and call. And he said he's ready to see you. Once you call him, he'll be here to talk to you. Dr. Tunji has offered himself. Aroko, in fact, he has gone an extra mile. He's going to expose you to most of the latest equipment. So please, China, you organize all our doctors, police doctors that are in day, and let them be part of this program also. Let them also see, because take advantage of what you're seeing on the ground, okay? So even those that are already there, they want to take advantage of this opportunity. So on behalf of the Inspector General of Police, although I'm on course now, officially I'm supposed to be in school. But as I said, there's no way I can miss this opportunity of meeting this first privileged team of interns that are in the Police Veterinary Hospital, supported by Farmalert. Now this is the first one we are flagging off. I just have to personally hear. So, as the president of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, this morning I want to flag off this internship program in the Police Veterinary Hospital in partnership with Farmalert Open. Thank you very much.
So what we now do is we need to step out. There's refreshment for everybody. I think Dr. Nancy. Okay, you want to say something? Yeah. First. Okay, so I think we'll do that outside, or which is better?
Yes, outside.
Oh. Thank you. So, oh, the people online.
People online can join us, have tea in their offices.
Yes. So people online, AIG has given the instruction that you should have tea in your office. We'll have a collective tea here. And then we'll go outside, take some pictures. Thank you, everyone. I don't know if it's Nasser online. Nasser, no, not Alexander Nasser. Make him more Nasser. Is anybody Nasser?
He's he will be at he will be with your vets. They will be engaging themselves now. You know, I'm supposed to be in that meeting in Kenya.
Okay. All right. So I think since it's not on, for those online, we want to thank Dr. Gani and Navarro. We want to thank Dr. Tunji Olatunji Nasser. We want to thank Dr. Moses Arapera, and of course, also say a big thank you to our community engagement manager and all who are online, making this occasion a success. So with this, we want to bring an end to this program while we go outside. Those of us that are physically here, go outside and then take some pictures. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Gani. Thank you, Dr. Tunji. Thank you, Dr. Tutsia. And thank you so much, Dr. Moses Arapera. It's been a pleasure being here. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kyle. And thank you to all our distinguished doctors online, Dr. Gani and Dr. Tunji, Dr. Tumsia, Dr. Moses. Bye-bye, everyone. So let's step outside for the pictures while we return. Sorry.